Hello and welcome to the People and Profits Connection. This is week 3, the resilience factor. That's what we're going to be deep diving into this week. But before I go into what we will be discussing while you're hanging out in my loft, I'd like to just take a few moments to congratulate you. Well done for showing up for week 3. So many people don't even complete week 1. And here you are, eager, ready to deep dive into our 3rd and final week together. So just take a little second to, pat yourself on the back. You have done so well. And I know that there's been a lot of content and a lot of deep diving into you, but we're going to do it again for one more week. And the resilience factor is, I just love it. I really do believe, as in all of the other weeks, this is something that it would have been ideal for us all to understand at a much younger age, because life is going to throw us some curveballs. And it's all about the way that we receive them and the way that we move on from them. And so often it's really easy to go down and not come back up. And all you got to do is look around. We've all created trillion-dollar alcohol and pharmaceutical industries, and the suicide rate has grown to such high proportions, all because we don't know how to move beyond any of our loss events. We suffer in silence, and that's what we're about to change this week. So this week, we're going to deep dive into 2 areas. So the first part is we're going to deep dive into your past loss events, and I'm going to give you my gift of loss 5-step process that will assist you to complete all of your past loss events. And you might be saying, but Karen, why are we doing this? We're in the workplace. Isn't this something that we can do in our own time? Well, why have you brought this in? Well, the reason I brought it in is that we want to show up each and every day, present and productive. And we expect our employees to do the same. We expect them to rock up, ready for work, not hungover, not tired from lack of sleep, not stressed. We expect them to rock up and work the whole day, be very, very productive, and to also to use all of their skills and to be innovative and to think of different ways to do things and to always be thinking and physically here and emotionally present. But if they're carrying around all of these burdens from their past, and they're using not ideal coping mechanisms just to get through the day, they may even be suffering in silence, how can we expect them to rock up? It's just not going to happen. And that's why I've brought my 5-step process, the gift of loss, into the beginning of our resilience week. Because when we know how to easily move beyond our losses without going down and not coming back up and not using these, these avoidance strategies, we will not only rock up each and every day, but we'll go above and beyond because we know why we're there and we have purpose in every single thing that we do. We can see where we are and we can see where we're going, and we're in a nice little hurried step to get there because we know that when we get there, we're going to up the ante again, and then we're going to go further and further and further. And the second reason why I have brought this in to this part of the resilience factor is because when we know that we can easily move beyond any kind of loss, we live differently. We have trust. We have faith. We have a belief in ourselves that no matter what comes our way, we know how to rise to the occasion, to show up, and to move beyond it with ease and grace. So that's the first part of this week. The second part is we're going to deep dive into 5 pillars of the resilience factor. These are strategies, these are habits, these are an awareness that when you have the 5 of them, you will not only be resilient, you'll also be upping it because you'll be continually looking and growing and enhancing and embracing these 5 resilience factors that you will become more and more and more resilient because they're in your focus. You are aware of them and you are continually each day utilizing these strategies and habits and skills. So very quickly, those 5 ones are your vision for who you are, for your life, for every single part of your life, for your company, for the people in your company. It's about creating that vision. And then it's also about being aware of your equilibrium, you know, your connection between you mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, being aware of it and ensuring that it's always on balance. It's how you create your equilibrium. And then the third part is how attuned you are to your creativity, to how you see your opportunities, how resourceful you are, how you anticipate and plan. And then we move on to your tenacity. I love that word, tenacity. It's all about your persistence, how you learn from your mistakes and how you have realistic optimism. That's the word, optimism. I always sort of stumble over that. But anyway, it's how you have realistic optimism. Because let's face it, when we are positive and optimistic, that's what will be returned to us. And then, of course, the last one is about you really knowing and embracing collaboration. Because we're social beings and we want to be supported and we want to support. But we also want to make sure that we are doing the supporting and being supporting in the right context for where we are at any particular moment. Obviously, in the workplace, it's completely different to when you're in a social activity or when you're with your family and friends. So that's what this week is all about. I hope you're all excited because it is an amazing week. It's an amazing week of the awareness, the understandings, the beliefs that you are now going to change within yourself because you're going to know that you are a resilient person. And when life sends you one of those 40+ loss events, which it will, you will know what to do. You'll have a 5-step process, the gift of loss process. And because each day you are utilizing the resilience factors, you will just have a little blimp and then you will continue on with your life. Maybe a little twist here or there, a little pivot along the way. But the pivot is designed to get you back onto the right path. But you may have swayed a little bit. You might have taken a little bit of a wrong turn. And when you start to view your loss events as the gift to assist you to ensure that you are always living and loving your life, believe me, magic starts to happen. So enjoy this week And as always, if you haven't booked in for your one-to-one with me, now's the time because you're almost finished. Week 3 is just about over. Believe in you. Believe. Believe, 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 believe. You are an amazing person. You're magnificent. And it's time for you to also believe that. Bye for now. And I'm going to give you a special little video. Make sure you watch it after you've completed week 3. Bye.